Hello? Gotta be careful. Hello? Nope, that's as far as that's gonna go. Ha ha! I'm not in focus. Oh well. Hey guys, I'm back! We're back! I'd say we never left. That's not true. This has to be the longest I've left in like ever, right? Like, hang on. Ears. We're back. We made it. Yeah, the mic's in focus. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna spin that doodad. Oh, too far, too far, too far. And then even if the mic continues to be in focus, because the part of the trouble is that, did I mount it on the wrong side? I guess so. I've set up temporarily on my dining table, which is about, I don't know, calling it a meter square is kind of generous. It's very small. I tweeted a photo of my temporary setup. I was gonna set up on that beautiful, huge kitchen counter, but then my Ethernet wouldn't reach, and I couldn't get another one short notice, so. Also, I needed like a bunch of them because of reasons. Here we go. Let me see. We have Dread-Eye Girl, thank you for the 31-month resub. Yay, so glad you're back. Zeester with a 14-month resub. OMG, hi, welcome back to Canada. Thank you. Mage Belden with a 14-month resub. Merry Christmas to you in Canada. Hugs to you and Kira. And Rollboy with a brand new sub. Thank you so much. Welcome home. Surely Hazel isn't going to stream out of nowhere with hardly any notice. I tried to give notice. I faked you guys. I need to fix this. That's going to drive me nuts. Here. You know what I can do is I can full screen so I can see where I am. Because I think if I'm center frame, then it's going to figure me out. So let me just mess with this for a minute. We got time. We got 2 hours. I do want to play some WoW because I have not logged into WoW in, I don't even know. Huh. Weird. I'm going to read those again. We had Tashasha with a 4-month resub. Thank you so much. Jim22 with an 18-month resub. Happy 18 months, Hazel. Just want to wish you a happy Christmas. Hope you have a happy new year. Biohazard1123 with a brand new sub. Thank you so much. And Ralboy117. I think I got you, but just in case. Thank you so much for the brand new sub. There's the sound. Yeah. I didn't have it in this scene. That sound was my kettle, so I'm going to make some tea, and that might help me think my way through how to get myself back in focus. Did you get anything today? I got a puppy today. Her name is Junko. Congratulations. It sounds super, super, super cute. That's so exciting. Low audio. That's just me. Actually, I have a thing I can spin. I found it because I looked at everything. I looked at everything I own many times recently. Okay. Am I too loud now? Oh, I peaked a little bit. Is this too much? I think if I get excited, I think that might be too much. Is it okay? I think if I, good? Okay, you promise? You guys will tell me if it gets bad. Okay. Oh, we scroll up. We had Kateria, thank you for the 5 gift subs. Turtle Vanity with the 200 bits. Mady Belden with the 500 bits. Thank you so much. Nick Sarn for the 5 gift subs. I can't tell if this is for me coming back or for finally turning my microphone up. Oh gosh, thank you so much. Some thinking tea. Yeah, thinking tea. And I also have thinking cookies. I have my mom bakes some cookies. Atel Kazoo, thank you for the 18-month resub. Happy Christmas, Hazel. God, you got there safely. I can't wait to get through I'm gonna get myself in focus. I'll figure this out. Hang on. I didn't mess with my settings that much. I was just happy to get everything plugged in. Tea first. And you know, you can watch me leave because it's right here. Okay. All right. Let me look at it. Place looks really nice. It's awesome. I'm like 90% unpacked, but I'm missing some furniture, including my new desk. So nothing's really where it's going to go forever yet, and I have a dramatic amount of recycling stocked up until the next recycling day. But for the most part, it's starting to get better. The stuff on the counter is like cables from when I was setting up this morning. Let me see. We had, I'm losing some. Sunflower Girl had a 10-month resub. Yay, so glad you had a safe move. Thank you. Jamie Lee with a 31-month resub. Thank the old gods you made it home safely. Wishing you a very Merry Christmas and an incredibly successful New Year. Thank you. Jug Stream, thanks for the raid. Welcome, guys. Gingerific with an 11-month resub. Welcome back, fellow Canadian. Peachy Poo with a 4-month resub. Thank you so much. JFox246 with a 6-month resub. Cheers, appreciate it. And Dorkbot with an 8-month resub. We hope you had a good move. I am also subscribing to give a shout out to Kelly. Hi, Kelly. Oh, did someone send you some flowers? Those are from my family. They brought them over when I got here. Needs a little rug. Oh yeah, I'm not going to stream from this room long term, but this room will also separately get a rug, and I'm going to put up some art, and there's going to be a couch. There's a lot of things that will come kind of later, but I was just happy to get enough stuff plugged in to be able to go live. The table looks like your old desk. I do have a fondness for natural and light colored wood finishes. Although my new desk, I want to say it's oak, maybe? The rug dream is real. I haven't gone rug shopping yet because it wasn't high enough on my list to happen yet, but I'm excited because I'm gonna get a few. Merry Christmas Eve. Glad you made it back to your new place. I am really happy. It's surreal being back. Let me mess with this for a second. Hang on. Maybe I just don't look very facey yet. Oh, it had me for a second. So I think the trouble is, like, it's looking for me here. Let me see if I can swap this guy to the other side. Carefully. This isn't that heavy, thankfully, so I can do this on my own. Ooh, great to see you're home and happy. Kira's still probably sleeping off the move. She is in the bedroom. She is in a bed. It is a bed that I've had for the past long amount of time, but she hadn't been using it until recently. I could just stream like this. She hadn't been using it, but then she ran out of options because I had to take down her scrap memory foam bed and use that for packing materials. Oh no. There we go. We're doing great. Oh, you like your new house? This apartment's awesome. It's so good. Okay, so if I put this like here, and then we're fine. I think I have to put the microphone down. Hang on a second. I'm very impressed with how well this really cheap dining table is holding my incredible amount of stuff. There we go. There we go. Okay, that's my tea timer, and then I need to route this so I don't trip on it. So that's going to go around. I have lots of it. There. There. Okay. Whew. Haha. Okay. All right, I think we're in business now. We had President of Jelly Beans. Thanks for the 6-month resub. That one, Dylan, with a 28-month resub. Woo, first Canada stream. Skipinella with a brand new sub. Welcome to the Squirrel Squad. And Hype Train Complete. Also, Davivon, thanks for the $15 tip. Thank you for your entertainment and for, no, I saw that one. Hang on a second. There was a new one. There was a brand new one. Oh, I'm scrolling. You donated before and after my move. It was so sweet. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. What's the tea today? I got myself some Tetley orange pekoe tea. I got some Tetley orange pekoe because that was my go-to cheap tea. Also, my family, in advance of me coming back, picked me up some Timmy's mugs because they heard that I wanted some. iWolf 1976 with a 15-month resub. Did you cry when you saw your mom? I bet I would. I couldn't cry until like an hour ago. I've been wanting to all week, and I kept getting more and more emotional, but like something was stuck. And then I think I had like a quiet moment where there was nothing really going on. There wasn't anybody here, and then I lost it, but we're good now. Captain Hindsight, thanks for the 24-month resub. Happy Wintervale, Hazel. New place looks lovely. Hazel, I have so much to tell. Monday night, after 410 attempts, I finally beat the Guardian Mage Tower. I know you don't like advice, but coming from someone who had never played Guardian until now, I definitely have some good tips. I will need those. I will accept tips when I get on to working on the bear challenge. I'm in Victoria. I'm in Victoria, BC on the island. Good old Tetley's. Oh. Hey, Scoots. Mug big reflective. All the pretty monitor things. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got my 2 monitors. I'm going to get a third one, but I'm going to do that after I have a desk because there's no chance in, anywhere that I'm going to get a third one onto this desk. Victoria's nice. Sometimes you need a good cry. It's been a wild, wild week. It's, probably the most stressful week of my life so far, fingers crossed for a while. But, we got here and it had already been 3 days of really bad sleep and a lot of work and a lot of stress. And then it was really unfortunate. There was an issue with one of the smoke detectors in the room that I have designated to be my bedroom where Kat and I were going to sleep. And it was this really weird thing where I think there was probably some issue with the contacts on the batteries because the landlord had replaced the smoke detector batteries ahead of me moving in, which was very nice of them. But something about just, I guess, being noticed upset this detector very much. So it started chirping again in the middle of the night, and I order some batteries, I pick up some fresh 9 volts, I try 3 different ones, I reset it completely. I am an expert on these things now, at least from what you can read on the website. And the landlord eventually replaced it, but there was, I think, 2 or 3 nights where you would never know when it would start going off again because you could sort of pacify it for a while by switching the battery. But then without fail, in 4 to 7 hours, it would start beeping again. And Kat was not happy. I was not happy because, you finally get moved and you finally got your bed, you had your shower, you're like, peace. And then it just starts doing the thing. It's I'm going to throw this into the ocean. Smoke detectors are a nightmare. It wasn't great timing. However, I will say I could reach it this time. The last time I had a smoke detector battery emergency, it was on a vaulted ceiling that I couldn't reach and I couldn't source a ladder. And that was worse because I couldn't reach it. This one, at least, I have a little step ladder. It got me comfortably in range of the thing, so at least I could look at it. Something you would appreciate, Hazel. My 1-year-old little lady squealed when she got a mug in her Christmas Eve box. Didn't want the teddy or the books, just the mug. That's the stuff. Speaking of Mage Tower for Enhancement Shaman, I hit 60 attempts this morning. On my very best attempt, I got the bosses to around 40%. I was expecting it to be a breeze since you got it done less than 20. I need to put up my video for that because the only reason I did well on that is because I had Flabby feed me information. And I was working on it. I was so cocky. I thought I was for sure. Here, let me do something. I want to do callings or something. I haven't played WoW forever. I thought for sure that head empty, no thoughts. Naptaker, thank you for the 31-month resub. Superma, thank you very, 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 very much for the $50 tip. Merry Winterville. Hazel, grats on conquering the home front. We had a time getting back. You feel better now you're back home? I, especially in the last, I got here on Monday and it's now Friday, and that doesn't seem true. That doesn't feel real. Hang on, I'm on the wrong computer. That doesn't feel real at all. But it is. And I'm starting to, it's been busy, but I'm starting to feel much more comfortable. I'm starting to finally breathe and Kat's feeling much better too. Not the carbon monoxide alarm. That's a different one that I checked. It was just a regular smoke detector. Left just in time. Ice storm's coming in here tonight. We drove through some weather coming up on Monday. How did Kira endure the trip? She was not happy. I don't think I ever expected her to be happy. She's fine. She's doing really well now. She's currently asleep in her bed in the bedroom. That photo that is in the cat cam placeholder section is from yesterday, this morning. I think last night. I think I took that photo last night. She was tucked into bed with me between some blankets and getting some good sleep. So she's been catching up. She's good now. She had quite a time. What do I do in this game? Oh, pet charms. That's what I do. So I'd been harness training her in the weeks leading up to the move because she historically hates the carrier, cannot stand it, gets really scared, gets really frightened, super, super stressed because she can't see what's going on. She just doesn't like it. So I figured I would try to harness train her so that I could have her secured in a harness on a leash, but she'd be able to look around and just sit in a lap in the car. Flabby road tripped with me up to Canada to help me move, which was life-saving. That was a 2-person job for sure. Cute pic of her. Lots of Pet Charm World Quest today. Nice, that's good. I need something like that I can just kind of do with my hands while I talk, because I want to play WoW, but I don't have any extra brain left to think. So TD script is just the thing today. Yeah, so I'd harness trained her so that she could sit in a lap in a car, but she was pretty stressed in the days leading up to the move because she doesn't like packing. You know, I moved all of her favorite. I have a little video that I was gonna do something with. I moved all of her favorite places. You know, all of the furniture moved, all of my stuff moved. I was away from home quite a bit in the days leading up to it because once the beds got picked up, I didn't have a place to sleep there, so I got hotel rooms at a nearby, like a business inn, so that I'd at least have a bed to sleep on, and so I wasn't home at night. And she was not happy, and she kept running out of places to hide because she would find like a place to nestle in, and then I'd be like, sorry, baby, I have to pack that. But eventually, you know, she was the last thing to get into the van because I wanted to get everything else squared away. I didn't want to have to leave her alone in the car or anything like that. So I finally get her, you know, strapped into her harness and put onto my shoulder. And we go out, and it's torrentially raining, because of course it is. It was pouring really cold rain, just kind of like threatening to snow for the last, like, it felt like a week before we left. Arctica Thorn, thank you for the 15-month resub. Also, I don't know, I'm pretty sure, but just in case, I want to thank Captain Hindsight for a 24-month resub. Happy 2 years. Happy Wintervale Hazel. New place looks lovely. And Naptaker with a 31-month resub. The weather had been just awful. And I put her on my shoulder and I walk outside, and she was upset because, you know, she's getting rained on and everything's awful and she doesn't like that. But I got a bed on my lap, and I got her to sit in the bed, and I told her, you can go anywhere you want as long as it's in this bed, because you can't have her crawling around the cab. So she did fine. She was not happy about the drive, but she did a lot better than she used to do in the carrier. Scoots with 20 gift subs. Thank you so much. Congrats to those who picked him up. That's incredibly generous. Thanks, Scoots. Happy holidays. Also, Arctica Thorn with a brand new sub. Welcome to, or pardon me, a 15-month resub. I'm losing it. Ooh, pet charms. Holy, you're sick. Super. You've been hanging out in the Silver Kitty stream. Oh man. Yeah. So she would sit in the bed, and she would look around, and she would meow. You know, the way that cats do when they're mad. She would meow loudly, probably 5 to 10 times. And then she would give up for a while. She would sense that her complaints were going unheeded, and she would sit down and sometimes lay down. She did sleep for a bit. But every like 30 minutes, like clockwork, she would perk up and sit up again and then start complaining again. Like, well, I'm still mad. Just making sure you guys know I'm still mad. I didn't manage to get her to eat or drink anything. I offered her water a few times at stops, but I didn't manage to get her to eat or drink anything while we were on the road. But she didn't have any accidents, no cat fluids of any kind. And then for the ferry, you're not allowed to stay in your vehicle when it's on a ferry anymore. You used to be able to, but something changed. So you have to get out of the car. So I could have left Kira in the cab of the U-Haul by herself, or I could take her with me onto the ferry, and I didn't want to leave her alone. So I take her, I get her bed and a towel, and I scoop her up on my shoulder, and I walk into this ferry, and everybody's like, is that a cat? Does she have a cat? Is that a cat? We got some real attention on the boat, and she was quite loud because she was very mad at just change. She wasn't super happy about much. So they had like a covered outdoor area. So we went outside. It was pretty cold. It was not raining by then. By the time we got to Port Angeles, it was no longer raining. So I made her a little eggshell. We found the least windy. Oh no! Can I res? I can res, I bet. We found the least windy. I'm not in a party. Part of the. See if I can find anybody. No. Okay. Part of the boat where we were sheltered from the wind, and then she got into her bed, and then I wrapped a towel over her, and then I like positioned me and my windbreaker to like block the wind, and she just kind of nestled down and slept. She got all, I don't know if she slept, but she was not. She poked her head out once or twice and went, nope, that's cold, and then she came back inside. So we sat on the outside of the Coho ferry coming to Victoria. Welcome back to Canada, Hazel. Thank you. El Bardo, thank you for the 29-month resub. Happy holidays, everyone. Happy to see you. Sleepy Kira looks so cute. How's the family? Everyone's really good. Everybody's very excited. It's a busy family holiday overall. I'm not the only one that's moving. There's a lot of pieces moving around, but they're here and they're good, and it's been really unreal to be able to, oh dear, I don't want aggro. Also, I'm still holy spec. To be able to spend time with everybody and then not have to go back, because I visited twice in the 8 years that I was gone. I came for my sister's wedding in 2015-ish, and then I came for Christmas in 2018. And both times I was just here for like 2 days or so. And you know, it's nice to visit, but it sucks when you know you have to leave really soon. And the fact that I don't have to leave and that I live quite close to everybody. Victoria is a pretty small town as far as capital cities go. It's really not that big. So I am within pretty close range of everybody, which is awesome. I can just kind of, you know, people can visit and pop over, and I bet she thought her world was ending. Poor baby. I had her, I felt a little better about it because I had her with me the whole time. I didn't leave her alone. She at least, and she kept checking in with me. So she made it. She was not happy, but she made it. And then, when I first got here, after doing the walkthrough with the landlord really quick, I went and got, I cleared out the bedroom that was farthest from all of the chaos, and I set up her little box and her water and her food and her bed, and then just kind of made like a quiet little zone for her to settle in while we brought everything in. I'm a ray of flippin' sunshine. Thank you for the 13-month resub. It's the capital. I thought Vancouver was. Common misconception. Vancouver is much bigger than Victoria, but it is not the capital. Just the same way that Toronto is not the capital of Canada. That's Ottawa. Victoria is the capital of BC. It's just not very big, but it's cute. It's excellent. I'm so happy. I haven't gotten to do a lot of like sightseeing-y touristy stuff yet, although I live here now, so I guess I'm not a tourist. Elsie, I'll thank you for the 17-month resub. But I've mostly seen, what have I seen? I've seen the bank. I've seen the Canadian Tire twice. You know, a couple different grocery stores. Lots of like little small like greengrocers that are actually closer than I thought. So I actually can walk to get some basic groceries. People thinking Portland is the capital, not Salem. You know what's embarrassing is I lived in Oregon for 8 years, and that's the first time I've heard that. I didn't know. Vancouver, Canadian Hollywood. That checks out. No milk in bags. I grew up here and I'm back here now. I've never seen milk in bags. I think that's an East Coast thing, and I think it's an old East Coast thing too. I don't think it's very current. Where else? Oh, Pet Charms, Micro Defense Force. Yeah, let's go to Bastion. Der Octopote, thank you for the 2-month resub. Oh, I'm not going to be able to say that very well. I'll try. Frohe Weihnachten from Germany. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. Very Eastern Canada thing. How was your first Tim's back? We actually DoorDashed it, and then I tried to go to Tim's when I was out picking some things up. I want to say yesterday or the day before yesterday, I think. But it was so busy that I took a look in the window and went, no, never mind. I bought a bag of Tim's ground coffee when I was at Canadian Tire, and I got a coffee maker now, so I've just been making it at home. Something awful. Thank you for the 3-month resub. Not bad. You would say, I could say anything and you'd say that. You're too nice. Milk in bags in Argentina, very common and cheaper. Still current in Ottawa? Oh. I've only been to East Canada once, and that was Toronto, and I don't think I did any shopping for milk. You caught me. Hey, stranger, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. I tried to get some Christmas shopping done yesterday, but instead I had an anxiety attack at the mall, went home, played WoW. I feel that one. I've had a lot of shopping to do because I've just moved and because I didn't keep very many things. I needed a lot of basics like a dish rack and a broom and a million other things that were like a dish rack and a broom. But it just happened to be the week before Christmas. So all of the, and I'm very much in Victoria. So all of the shopping centers and parking lots and streets were just madness. I tried to get groceries. Well, I did get some groceries. I braved a grocery store to get groceries day before yesterday. And it was a war zone. It was a very polite war zone. Everybody was very nice, but it was just so busy. And I've resigned myself to just not having a few things until, like, I'm gonna try. I want to order some things, but I'm in a weird place with my money right now, where I have some Canadian money and I have some American money, and I have an American credit card, but no Canadian credit card yet. I've applied for one, and I'm hoping that they won't mind my giant gap in credit history. We'll see. But I can order some things, and I got my debit card working. But there's some stuff I can't get online just yet. It's weird, anyways. So I'm gonna try again for more things next week, probably. I'm not going out on Boxing Day, but maybe later in the week. What took you so long getting back online? So all of my stuff was in boxes, and then all of my PC stuff was wrapped in various clothes and spread across multiple boxes. And then I just have a lot of setup to do here. So I did get my internet together the Tuesday morning, but I've just been really slammed just going to sorting out like logistic stuff, and then also visiting with family because I've been gone for so long. And it just took me so long to do anything for ages because I would like go to look for a thing and I'm like, well, I need this thing. It's in one of 15 different boxes. And now I'm like 80%, 90% unpacked. So I, for the most part, know where my things are now, which is letting me actually do things. But for a while, like I was going to do it on Tuesday, hard gave up. And then I didn't even try on Wednesday. I almost did it yesterday, but then I was short some cables for the thing I wanted to do. I tried to set it up over back there, but I didn't have long enough Ethernet. I incidentally have enough long Ethernet now. I could move the setup, but I spent so long getting it up here. I'm not moving it. This is good. We're going to work with this. Best day to shop is Boxing Day. Everything is on sale. Yeah, but there's people outside. Exciting to start making your home a home, collecting things you need. It's really nice knowing I'm not trying to hoard, but it is really nice knowing that next time I move, whenever that is, hopefully not for a while, I can just get movers because you're not peeling me off of the island. I'm home now and I'm not leaving. So my next move will be more local, and I can save up some money and pay some movers as much money as they want to move my things for me. So it'll be better next time. I am back in Victoria. What caused you to move back to our colder north? I wanted to be close to my family again. I'd been gone for a really long time. I originally went to the States because I got married, and I'm not married anymore, and I've come home now. Sis-in-laws from Marathon, Ontario. Buy Kitty a nice house and never move her again. That's the dream. That's kind of my next home goal, assuming that I can stay here. Assuming that I can stay here for a while, I would love to work really hard and save up some money. And mind you, real estate here is insane. But that's a real dream of mine, is to get like a little townhouse or something for me and Kira. Victoria's a lovely city. Only visited a few times. Would love to live there if all my family wasn't on the mainland. I thought Boxing Day was about the sport. Yeah, that would make more sense. I don't know why it's called Boxing Day now that you mention it. If you guys haven't heard of it, it's a Commonwealth holiday that's basically Black Friday for Commonwealth countries. It's the day after Christmas, though. It is a different day. It's on the 26th. But I used to work retail, and I used to have to go to work at like 4 in the morning on Boxing Day to help sell for Boxing Day sales. And there's nothing worse. Well, actually, there's lots of things worse, but I did not enjoy back in the day sitting through Family Christmas, studying my deals or whatever, and reviewing all of my SKUs and preparing to get up at like 3 or 4 in the morning the next day to go to work. And I extra cherish holidays now because I don't have to do that. So shout out to you guys for making this a job. I was not a big fan of working Boxing Day. So I'll online shop sometimes, but I will not do in-person stores. Also, it's just madness out there, and I don't really like crowds if I can avoid them. What is this button? Auto and password pet battle. That is an add-on called TD. Oh, I should have picked up my callings, eh? I don't think I picked up any of them here. Let's go back, because I probably could be working towards something. Not Garrison. I want Hearthstone. There we go. TD Battle Pet script. There's I have individual scripts attached to my rematch strings for the different fights, so it loads up that way. Isn't it called Boxing Day because they get a Christmas box? Maybe. Lush has the best Boxing Day sale ever. Oh, that is tempting. I do kind of want some bath stuff. I picked up some bath salts and some bubble bath because I figured after all this, I'm going to need a good hot soak. This place has a really good hot water and hot water pressure and a nice tub, and I'm so happy. I used to work in a grocery store. I used to work at Future Shop. Boxing Day, you could make like 15% of your annual pay in one day. Yeah, I am also an ex Future Shop alumnus, and it was good money, but I would trade it. It was such a horrendous day. Yeah. A couple of UK supermarkets are staying closed this year to give people a day off. Yeah. Willow Umber, thank you for the 3-month resub. Hazel, you're the best. If you were an item, you'd be Biss. Aw, shucks. So glad I do not work in a grocery store tonight. I was feeling for the employees. I saw that a bunch of stores that I went to recently here had signs up. Oh, I should have picked this up before I did that 500 anima thing. Oh well, I'm not going to worry about anything too much in WoW. I picked up. All right, there retailers had signs up on the checkouts telling people to please, don't abuse our cashiers. They're doing their best. Please be respectful to our staff, which I thought was really cool. Did you get good Wi-Fi? Remember you saying last time you were in Canada, Wi-Fi was not great. I have some delightful internet here. Not everywhere has it, and even in Victoria, not everywhere is ready for it. But your girl got fiber, and your girl paid for the big one. So we are. I didn't even test it. I just won it. We got some internet here. Some of my friends live in Canada. They want to move because of housing costs alone. Finally had time to do the Ret Pally Mage Tower and commit. 116 total attempts, with maybe 50 of them being sort of serious. I cried. Oh man, that's in progress though. Yeah, I do think it's sad that some people need to be reminded to be kind to the staff, but it's better than just free reign to be rude to staff. Everybody that's helped me has been super nice. I have this weird paranoia. I don't know if it's weird. I've been in America I was there for 7 or 8 years or so, and I have this fear that I'm not going to fit in anymore. And I'm trying very hard to be very polite and to kind of watch how everybody else does things to fit back in, because it's not a huge culture difference, but there's a little bit of a culture difference, and I've been gone for a while, and I don't want to be inconsiderate. What was the other thing? Okay. So I had to go to the bank to straighten out some stuff. I had a bunch of issues that were related to my move back that I just needed to go with some ID to a bank and have them kind of work out. So I go to the bank and I walk in the door, and it's quite empty, and there's only 2 people there, and they ask if they can help me, and I'm like, yeah, I need all kinds of things. So I launch into my speech and I start talking about the different things that I need to do and why I need to do them, and they direct me to a desk, and I sit down, and then halfway to 3/4 of the way through my speech, one of them stops me and goes, "Are you looking for the bank?" And it turns out I had walked into an insurance company and sat down and told them all of my troubles, and the bank was next door. So the good news is that they were very nice about it, and they seemed happy for the distraction. Nobody was really getting insurance at the time. And then I had already rehearsed my speech for the bank, but I look around and I'm like, oh yeah, this is an ICBC. I'm so sorry. Oh man. Yeah, that was good. I wasn't even that embarrassed, to be honest with you. There was a time in my life when that would have ruined my day, and I just kind of went, yeah, it's about right. All right, off to next door. And then next door was very, very sweet. They were very kind. They got me straightened right out. I need to, callings wise, what are the callings? Revendreth defend and powerful foes of Ardenweald, and World Quest and Bastion. Yeah, I should have done that first. We can go do some anima ones, though. I know I need a lot of anima because I'm a fresh Necrolord, and I have stuff that I want to buy off of the anima vendors. So if I can get a bunch of it, then that might be good. I might be able to get a Taurus or something. So let's go to Bastion. I have 5 minutes left on my thingy, Madoodle, so I think I'm just gonna fly there, honestly. I'm gonna fly here. Yeah, we can... Oh, dear. All right. Fine. We can do some more world quests over there. Cortalis, thank you for the 18-month resub. Happy Winter Veil. Bet you nailed the speech when you walked into the bank. I was very clear and concise when explaining what it was I needed. Next up, she walks into the bank, asks about car insurance. At least I now know. I'm hoping that I can go back to that same place when I actually need car insurance. Are you where you should be? I am where I should be. Been to Canada several times. Curious, was it a pain in the border with the U-Haul? I definitely had to pull over to a special place and go into the building and get interviewed for a bit. And then I had all my special paperwork filled out already, which I think saved a lot of time. There's some forms for re-entering citizens, or just people moving there with personal effects that you can fill out. And I had already printed them and completed them, and I had my full inventory of everything that I was bringing with me. So everything in the truck was accounted for with values. And they looked over it a bit and they asked some questions, and then we were good. There are scouting maps for every expansion now. I heard that. I haven't gone in and gotten any yet, but I did hear. The worst part about the U-Haul was driving the U-Haul. The U-Haul, it wasn't bad to drive, and I can't complain too much because Flabby drove like the big way. I drove it from the U-Haul place to my old apartment, and then Flabby drove to Canada, and then I drove it off of the ferry and then through Victoria. So I did like 4% of the driving, but I finally get done at the border at the customs agency, and I drive into, you're pretty much right downtown. And the first thing, like I make a turn, I make a left, and I'm immediately confronted with a bunch of traffic that stopped because there's a horse and carriage. Victoria does this touristy thing where you can get these horse-drawn carriage rides through the inner harbor area. And I thought it was funny that I like immediately saw one, and I'm a reasonable driver, or at least I'm very cautious because I know that I'm new. But I didn't have a great understanding of how wide. I just waited because I didn't have a great understanding of where my sides were because I wasn't used to driving the U-Haul. So it was a little nerve-wracking getting through some narrow streets. And then when I returned the U-Haul, I managed to mess it up pretty badly. And I turned into the wrong entrance. I turned into the exit of the place. And then I had to turn my U-Haul around to get into the correct entrance to be going the right way. But it's a big U-Haul. Well, it wasn't big, but it was a U-Haul, and it was a pretty small area. So it took quite a while and a lot of help to get me backed up and turned around and where I needed to be, but got there eventually. Glad you could do all that ahead of time. Kira is here with me. Joker doesn't live with me anymore. Joker stayed with his dad. How long was the drive? 5 hours from Portland to Port Angeles-ish. And we took it pretty slow because there was some pretty awful weather. So we were going a little bit under for some of it. But yeah, approximately 5 hours to get to Port Angeles, and then we waited for the ferry for about 45 minutes an hour. The ferry crossing was another 90 minutes, and then it was pretty quick to get home once I'm on the other side. Flabby's with his family at home for Christmas now, although I think he might come back and visit. Do you have to redo a driver's test for a Canadian license? Eventually, but not yet. And it's a tricky thing because my American license is less than 2 years old, which means that when I do swap it for a Canadian license, I can do that, and I don't think I have to take a driver's test right away, although I could be wrong. I've still got a lot of things on my list to sort out, but I'll be getting an N and not a full license because I'm not 2 years into it, which is fine. The N restrictions, I can still drive alone, and I can still drive at any time of the day or night, and that's pretty much all I need to do. Or with one passenger, you can take a passenger, and it's not like I have, and I think you can drive with as many people as you want if they're your family, and that's pretty much the only people I know here anyways, so I'll be fine. But yeah, I will eventually, after having my N for 2 years, have to take the regular test to test up to your full license. And the good news is I'll have been driving for like almost 4 years by then, so I should be good by then. I feel pretty good now. I just need more confidence, and I think that's just going to come with more practice and experience. I don't have a car just yet. I can borrow a family car, and I've done... Well, that's rude. I can borrow a family car, and I've done that once or twice. Once. But I can also get around okay without it for now. I did sell my last car, and I messed up, and I forgot to take my garage door opener that went with my last apartment out of the last car, so I got billed for that, which was understandable. I definitely lost it. But yeah, I sold that car because it was going to be pretty much a lot of work and a reasonable amount of expense to import it. And that car had quite a few miles on it, and it wasn't worth that much anymore. So I'm going to look for one kind of like it, especially now that I'm kind of looking at my savings and my budget and my expenses and getting a better idea of what it's going to cost to live here. This quest, yeah. The trick, the trick that I forgot to use last time is if you just kind of wiggle a little bit as you're falling, it makes the server update your character location so you don't just fall through the flower. Because I for sure just fell through the flower last time that I fell. I don't think I messed that up at all, but if you wiggle, it works better. Probably not getting a Tesla. I don't have a good place to charge one. Unless, does any of you actually talk to me? Do any of you, A, drive an electric car, and B, not have access to a place to charge it at home? Because I'm wondering, I get like people don't put gas in their cars at home. I'm wondering how much of a pain in the butt it would be to get a fully electric car and then just rely on public charging stations to keep it charged up. Because I don't have a place to plug it in here. But if that's not as awful as it sounds, then I may look into a Leaf or a Spark or something. Never had electric, had a hybrid, used a lot less gas, but still had to use gas. Check to see how many charging stations. Yeah, of course. I just want to know if people do that, and if not, and if they do, then how would they recommend it or not? I know a guy who does that, just drives out to a place that has chargers every few days. Plug it into a normal socket. I don't have an outdoor hookup for it here. Petrocan stations have electric fill stations. My mom's place also does not have anything like that. Got the best Christmas present in the world being back home. I really did. Back home, kitty cat safely home with me. I made it. That's all I can ask for. Hey, we can do that quest. Because, yeah, I understand it takes a while. Charge mine at the grocery store, but that's the only place I drive to. Hazel, do you still use nail stamps? If so, could you let us know the brand of stamp plates? So I really liked the Maniology stuff. I haven't nail stamped recently because I've been moving and I only just got like a coat of nail polish and then I lost a big chunk out of this one. But yeah, I like the Maniology stuff. I may try to get more stuff from them, depending on what the international shipping looks like. Ooh, how close to Souk are you? Not too far. Southern Island is a pretty small area. Hunting a specific mount. Vaguely. Right now I'm just kind of puttering around doing callings for something to do with my hands while I just catch up with you guys. But I do need, there is a Necrolord mount on just the renowned vendor for anima that I can get once I get enough anima. Stewards do always, okay, the flavor text says 4 stewards and not made up them. Cortalis 80. Oh, I missed a few. Cortalis 84 had an 18-month resub. Happy Wintervale. Off 5 Future Trunks had a 1-year resub. Appreciate it. And Lord Reblick, thank you for the 6-month resub. No news this week. No. This week and probably next week. I'm not expecting there to be much news because Blizzard devs have holidays off as well, and I would have to make it today, and after stream, which is gonna do, I'll do like another, like an hour or so. I have some plans to go spend some time with family tonight. Hazel, you're back. You have so much light. Yeah, this is just my living room / kitchen. So I didn't set up any stream lights because I really have nowhere to put them just yet. I should get my desk. It's arriving eventually. It's arriving eventually. Oh, I need to do one more world quest. I wonder if that one didn't count. No, I just need to do another one. Here, let's go do this one. It's awful, but we'll do it. Nighthold mounts are breaking my heart. Oh, do I need to do Nighthold? I think I need to do Nighthold. That's a good idea. Time walking dungeons are so empty today. Love the hardwood floors. Me too. I've been, I brought my vacuum, but I actually haven't vacuumed yet because I've just been sweeping because I didn't want to make any more noise to upset the poor cat more than she already has been by the smoke detector saga. So I've just been sweeping my floors, and it's so nice that I can do all of them. I do need to get some rugs for sound absorption and for my cold feet. And that's on my list of things to do soon, but not right now. Making me so excited to go back to Florida, hopefully next year. It's a 1-day drive, so I'll probably just fly because I'm not about to drive that. Yeah, if you can fly, I would say do so. Oh, this world quest isn't so bad. I had this mixed up with a different one. Yeah, if you can fly and it's not too much of a pain with like animals or whatever. The main reason why I didn't fly was because I had some stuff that like my computers and stuff would have been difficult to fly with, not impossible, but difficult. And I wanted to supervise its return as opposed to just shipping it. But more importantly, the cat. I looked into it and I decided that it was for the best for everybody if I did not attempt to fly with my cat, especially because it was going to be just like a 1-day trip. Poor kitty, she's so brave. Smoke detector saga. Yeah, I had some issues with one of the smoke detectors in this apartment when I first moved in. The one in my bedroom had a bad habit of doing low battery chirps at 2 a.m, despite the fact that it had brand new batteries. And I tried many different brand new batteries and I dusted it and cleaned it and everything. It's been replaced now. The landlord was super good about that. So I can now sleep, but there was a couple days after we first got here when all we wanted was just to sleep, and you would finally get to sleep, and then it would be like, nope. Wife and I flew with our cats from East Coast to West Coast. It was an adventure. Ghost of Airg, thank you for the 11-month resub. Happy day after Festivus. When I first moved in, as if you've been there for weeks. I've been here for 5 days, but it feels like I don't know what time means anymore. I've never been so busy in my life. I've never had so many things to do. And I feel like I still have a lot of things to do, but at least I'm putting out the most urgent fires. I've paid for the things that I needed to pay for to have, like, you know, rent and light and power and internet and all that. You know, got my border paperwork done. The big important bits are done. I still have important things to do, but we're taking one day at a time. 5 days? Moved in ages ago. I'm almost unpacked. I have a prodigious pile of recycling to deal with, and that'll be an exciting recycling day when that comes around. But I think I have like 1 or 2 more boxes that need to be undone. But they're stuff I don't need yet until I get like my proper my desk here. This is my own place. Yeah, this is just for me and kitty cat. The Echo, you got this? Yeah, it's a brand new place, not a lot of furniture, so there's going to be an Echo for a little bit. Planning on moving from CA to Colorado at the end of the summer when our lease is up. 2 cats, 2 dogs, and a toddler, and I'm already getting anxiety over it. That's a big crew to be moving. You can do it, and you'll feel better when you've done it, but give yourself as much grace and leniency as you can, because that is a stressful move. Merry Christmas, everyone. I hope Santa's good to you. Is owl form always available at the barber now? Do you still need to get it in Moonglade? Owl form. I think if you've unlocked it in the character, it should be always available on the barber, but if you haven't, you might need to go pick it up. I lack the perception to notice any echo. I don't think it's that bad. I guess I'll listen to the stream VoD later and I'll decide for myself if it's that bad, but I'm not going to worry about it too much for now. At least I got my regular camera worked out. There was risk of me streaming with just a webcam. I'm not going to try and do pet cam until I get my desk. It says pet cam coming soon, and I really mean the TM in that soon TM, because I'm not going to do that until I have my office fully set up, and that's going to need more furniture. It's an apartment. I didn't fully unpack in my current house until over 2 years of being here. I had some boxes sitting in my closet most of the time. Yeah, I figure if there's anything that I really don't unpack, then maybe that's a sign that I don't need to keep those things. But for the most part, I'm in good shape. I've been corralling my... There's much better and more comprehensive recycling and waste management here. The city has city compost, like green bins, that take kitchen scraps and compostables. And then I spent a non-negligible amount of time researching the local recycling and waste management policies, because I really wanted to know what can I recycle and how does it work and how can I do that, because what I understand is that you can put out as much recycling as you want, but I have a limited allotment for trash, and I don't want to be throwing out things if I can recycle them, and you can recycle more things here at the curb as long as they're cleaned and sorted properly. So I've got multiple bins that I'm collecting my various categories of items. Wonder if you played New World? I have not played New World. I sat that one out. I full skipped it. I'm probably not going back. Oh, there we go. I don't know why I would be uncomfortable. It's my regular chair. It's not my regular desk. Oh, and I got to be careful not to bump it too much because it's a pretty small table and I've perched a lot of stuff on here, but it should be reasonably comfy. That tea was really good. That was just the thing. Is there a 9.2 mount you're most excited for? I haven't thought about WoW stuff in a little bit. The one that comes to mind when I think about 9.2 mounts that I remember is the snail. The snail is pretty good. I'm pretty excited about the snail. Tea makes good compost. I was very surprised. I was looking through the stuff, and growing up, compost, you could do kitchen scraps, but you would never do anything meat or fish, or like there were certain types of foods that you wouldn't put into the compost. And it seems that that's a bit different here, and that maybe because I have no idea why, but they say you can really put any food scraps and food contaminated paper products that you want. So I'm excited to make less trash. So TLDR on the reason to move to Canada. Family. I'm here to be closer to family. I'm going to get some... Do I have water? I have water. It's not on my desk here. I'm going to put my mug in the sink, and I'm going to... water. I'm still getting a handle on my thermostat, although it seems a lot easier to understand than my other one. Nice to be closer to family. I've been far for a long, long time, and especially around the holidays this year, it's really nice to be kind of in range. KUI nameplates. Finally putting together my new L-shaped desk tomorrow. I'm so excited. 2 monitors, big graphics tablet, and my work laptop, so a regular desk would just not do anymore. That's exciting. A lot of workspace. Weird that Victoria cares about recycling. Yeah. Yeah, there's issues, I'm sure. But as far as curb pickup, they've got some good programs. I had to email somebody from the recycling agency to get information about getting my blue bag and box, and they were super helpful. Also, there's like apps that like remind you of your pickup day. It's very exciting. Yeah, definitely with COVID, it's nice to be cooped up and camped up, kind of planted closer to home, so that my bubble can include my family and not need like a bunch of traveling to get there. How's the weather in British Columbia right now? In Victoria, where I am, which generally speaking has much milder weather than most of BC because you're surrounded on 3 sides by ocean, it's usually pretty tame, but right now, for whatever reason, it is cold. It is chilly. It's supposed to be, there's potentially supposed to be snow for Christmas and this weekend, and it has been cold at night. Keeping track of my pickup day is harder than the Mage Tower. I could use an app for that. I have separate apps for my trash pickup and for my recycling day. And I set them both up to notify me, and then I also set calendar reminders for what I could find, because that's one thing that I want to stay on top of. It doesn't pick up super often, so I want to make extra sure that I don't miss any, especially because the previous it's a bit different. Merry Crimbo Hazel in chat. Hope Santa's good to you all. Had to go see the new Spider-Man movie yesterday. Definitely. Yeah. Which Mage Tower challenges have you done? I did Shadow Priest and I did Enhancement Shaman. And I've been meaning to post a video of the Enhancement Shaman kill for ages. I thought I was gonna have so much time. I will fully admit I was overly cocky when it came to time management. I thought I was gonna have so much time that I'd be able to just, be editing in my hotel room at the end of a day of packing, because it only needed like an hour. I still haven't done it to this particular moment. I'll have to do that soon, but maybe not tonight because it's Christmas Eve. Orcatus, thank you for the 8-month resub. Yeah, I thought I was going to be able to just, work on some videos and post some things while I'm gone, and nope, I was busy. Okay, so I've done my Bastion calling. Let's go to we'll do Ardenweald. We'll go do some powerful foes in Ardenweald, and maybe like a anima quest or 2. Oh, pet charms, yeah. We should be able to wormhole right there. At least you're able to get internet. I got internet, and I got internet pretty quickly, which is nice. I still have to get I still have to get a Canadian SIM card for my phone. I haven't done it yet. And looking at my roaming prices and looking at local Canadian SIM card prices, it's not that much cheaper. It's almost worth it for me to just continue roaming on an American SIM card. I'll fix it because some places want a Canadian phone number, but I looked at that and went, you know what? We're going to work on that later in the week. Jellybird, thank you for the 3-month resub. Someone who just went through Christmas Eve festivities. Good luck with the food coma. Thank you. I went and had dinner. I went yesterday afternoon and I decorated Christmas cookies with my mom and I hung out with her and her partner. And then I had dinner at their place. My mom, I got to have some of my mom's cooking again after a long time of not having my mom's cooking. And my mom's a really good cook. She's a good vegan cook. She had some vegan chili and oh, I was fed. Canadian mobile prices are the highest in the world. The saving grace is that I don't need an awful lot of data. I'm not a super data heavy person. Most of what I use data for is navigation, and I can just, before I even got here, I just offline maps downloaded Victoria to my Google Maps so that I would have directions without needing a connection. And then I listen to music, but I also just download everything that I need to my phone because my phone has lots of storage space. So it's pretty much just for little bitty things while I'm out and about, and it doesn't take that much data to do that, but I do need a little bit of data. So, and then, ideally not having to pay per text message would be good. I guess I'll have to see what's available. I haven't picked a phone company yet. I usually prefer, because I don't need a lot, I used to just use a pay-as-you-go, like a Virgin Mobile thing back in the day. I don't know if they're still the same. I'll have to look at it. What are your Christmas Day plans? I can't wait for my Christmas dinner. I'm definitely having Christmas breakfast with some family and then Christmas dinner with some family. I think either at the same place or at different places, but they're all pretty close together. Which provider did you end up picking? Shaw or TELUS? That's for internet. And TELUS has fiber, so I have TELUS fiber for now. Or forever, because they were very nice. Oh, the TELUS rep was so nice. Okay. I came here to do... we can do the pet charm. Oh, no, we did the pet charm daily. What am I doing? Challenging. Oh, there's 2 different ones I can do. We'll do the one for gold, because that's 810 gold that I get to keep. Vincia, thank you for the 5-month resub. We used to have separate recycle bins for paper glass. When you wash the truck, it's all dumped into the same truck. What do you eat at a Canadian Christmas dinner? I think it depends on your family. Growing up, the traditional thing was Yorkshire puddings. There would be, there were different vegetable dishes. Different family members would have like signature casseroles and whatnot they would make. There would usually be some pie for dessert. I think this year, because it's a smaller range of the family, I have no idea what we're eating and I'm not worried about it. I will eat anything. So it's, I don't know exactly what the plan is. Biscuit. Do you end up having a bunch of images and stuff on your phone? Clog it, can't find anything. Yeah, I actually I knew I had a photo of an address that I needed in my phone, but I also knew I took the photo somewhere between 2 and 5 years ago. So I had a moment yesterday when I was just going through like my entire phone history of photos, trying to find this one picture of an address, and I found it, and I saved it in a better place now, so that shouldn't happen to me again. Do you feel conflicted promoting the game given what's gone on at Blizzard? I don't always feel great about it, but I've kind of made my peace with it, especially because I stream on Twitch, and Twitch is owned by Amazon, and Amazon has done all kinds of horrible, horrible things. And I have to make my peace with that if I want to make a living on the platform that it is easiest to do so. And your alternative is owned by Google, which I also YouTube, and that's not dramatically better. There's labor issues in a lot of different parts of the tech industry, and I don't think you can really run away from them if you want to be a member if you want to be in the space. So it's not great, but I've had to kind of make my peace with it. And my compromise is to do my best to keep track of what the people at Blizzard Fighting for Change are doing and doing what I can to support that. Mashed potatoes? True. Mashed potatoes. Yes. You have to do the Terra World quest. Don't make the mistake I did. Do the Devourers one. Go to my Covenant. Oh. Well, I'm going to do the Devour one anyways, just because I would like to do it. What's happening here? Start a group. Why won't you auto-populate the thingy doodle? I would like one group, please. Start a group. Huh. I think I'm doing it wrong. Usually by clicking on the thingy, I was able to search for it or like auto start a group. Maybe there's something up with it. Name one item that you only eat during the holidays. For my family, it's popover rolls. I don't know if I've, for me, the things that come to mind are like the seasonal candies, which is Turtles is one of them, which now it occurs to me now is made by Nestle, which, speaking of no ethical consumption, but Turtles, which I have some in my cupboard. And then those Terry's chocolate oranges, the eggs that you have to whack like really hard and really loud. Those are only really a Christmas time thing. I like those quite a bit. Will you be going to TwitchCon Amsterdam? Doubt it. That would be a weird twist of events. I don't think I'm going to be traveling anymore for quite a while. Turtles. Issues with the group finder yesterday? Yeah. I'm just going to assume there's something up with it and not worry about it too much. I guess I could always. Oh, there's a group. Somebody must have done one manually or made it work somehow. Welcome back. Thank you. We only tend to have chocolate truffles and Purdy's hedgehogs around Christmas. So good. Oh, I haven't had Purdy's either. What is a turtle? Is it Canadian? Here, I'll show you. While also trying to... Oh, I'm on a hard floor on a rolling chair. I'm not used to rolling this far. Here, I want to make sure I'm participating in this World Quest group because I need them. Love me a chocolate orange. How was travel with Kitty? She did pretty good. I won't lie. It was the most stressful couple of days in a long time. Probably since my last move out of my old place. It was something, but we've made it now. Chocolate caramel nuts vaguely in the shape of a turtle. Yeah. They are classic recipe. It's got like this little guy on the back of it. It's just like a candy, like you're saying, chocolate caramel nuts. I think the nuts might be pecans. It's apparently a Canadian tradition. I didn't know it was a Canadian tradition until none of my friends had heard of them, and then I read on the box that it said Canadian. Silky smooth caramel, crunchy pecans draped in chocolate. Yeah, it's pecans or pecans. I don't know how to say it. Does anybody? Don't hurt yourself. Oh dear. Did I do it? I think I did it. But you're right. That did not count for Powerful Foes and Ardenweald. But I can thank the nice people anyways. It's 800 gold. And then we'll go do the Terrors and Tyranid Scythe. Turtles and ketchup chips. I never liked ketchup chips. Another one, apparently, Hawkins Cheesies. I haven't had any since I came back, but I vaguely remember them from childhood. And then my TELUS tech was we were talking about me coming back to Canada, and he was telling me about how he just read the story of the company and how they had never like sold out or traded publicly because they just didn't want to work that hard. It's like, oh, I feel that. I need to cleanse Tyranid Scythe, and I would love to have a group for it. Yeah, I think the thing with pecans or pecans or whatever you want is that there's many different ways to say it depending. It's like regional. So nobody's wrong. I've just never picked what I never picked one. Did he stop on the way? Did the whole drive one go? One big day. We stopped for we stopped at a rest stop for some water about halfway, and then the ferry ride had we were waiting for the ferry for a while, so we were stopped there as well. Kitty Cat didn't mind the car so much when it wasn't moving. She just doesn't like driving. I pronounce pecans as delicious. As long as you say the consonants in the right order, the rest is complete anarchy. That's what I'm feeling. I'm enjoying that I'm getting a lot of responses on how people say it, but I'm getting like different different ones. Why would you let a cat drive? She really wanted to sit on the dashboard, and I would not let her sit on the dashboard. I made her stay in my lap, and she was like, but what if I left? It's like, no, baby, you're not leaving. Sorry. Hazel's grouping so wantonly now. I mean, you have been gone a bit, right? I'm mostly for group world quests. Although I have been occasionally taking other people on, like, what was it, transmog runs or no, mount runs. Hazel, you're in my group. Hello. Which one are you? Am I gonna eat this? I've taken it out and put it in front of me. There's a non-zero chance that I eat that. The one struggle with this desk setup is that this chair does not come close. Yeah, this chair doesn't, it's too wide to fit under the table. Usually what I do at my desk is I scoot my chair all the way under the table so that my back is against the backrest. And then I rest my forearms on the table. I don't know if it's great, but it works for me. And I can't do that at this chair, so I find myself leaning over it quite a bit, but we'll make it work. I was very close to having to sit at one of those bar stools and stream from the counter, and I don't know if that would have been better. There's definitely, they're cute and they're great for just sitting and eating breakfast, but I don't know about hours. Storm Petal, thank you for the 15-month resub. Merry Christmas from Wales. Merry Christmas. Belly right up to the desk. Yeah, the chair's too big, and I could scoot up further if I wanted to sit in one of my dining chairs, but I don't know if that's better. I guess I can try it sometime. Watched your video on the PC setup, looking into getting the same mic. Yeah, so you need something to convert the mic. This is a XLR microphone, and you need to convert that to USB to plug it into a computer. I've done that with an audio mixer, which should be linked. I mean, it's an old one, so you can certainly get any one you want. But I've done it with an audio mixer that takes an XLR in and then outputs to USB that I use to connect it to my computer. I moved back to Canada. I'm home. What are your thoughts on the metaverse? Apparently we'll all be living in virtual reality eventually. I haven't looked into it enough to decide if I'm concerned or excited. It seems a lot like WoW, but less fun. People are talking about, oh man, you can hang out with your friends and do things, and you can go places, and you can, wear virtual clothing. And I'm like, you mean transmog? I don't know, but I haven't read up on it, so maybe I'm missing some fundamentals. I will not always stream from the kitchen, but I will stream from the kitchen for probably multiple weeks. I would be surprised if I probably like 2 weeks of this. I'll see what I can do to make it better, but this may be what we're working with for a while. At least I have I got my microphone here, I got my camera here. I've got a little bit of an echo, but not too bad. Night in the Woods. I could assist the patrol, or I could just not worry about it. Okay, let's go to Revendreth. Yeah, Revendreth. We can do the calling over there. I'm just kind of doing callings for gold, I guess. I came back to the island. I'm in Victoria. For your move back to a civilized land? Here, take my money. Are you off center because it's a new setup? If you check my Twitter, you'll see a photo of my current desk. I'm trying to swivel the camera there's one window that doesn't have a window covering, and you can't really see out of it right now, but I don't know if that's true as the light changes, and I just want to make sure that it's not on camera. Just in case anybody tries to visit and they're like looking in and they're like, hello, Hazel. Welcome home, Hazel. Get the foam for the walls. I'm not going to be streaming from this room. I've never had to wall foam before, as long as I have like some furniture. My office, when I do set it up, is going to be a bit echoey as well. But once I get my rug and then the canvases, those WoW canvases and the plushie shelf are actually super good for absorbing sound. The wall foam is great if you're looking for the radio thing, but it's just so ugly. I guess maybe somebody makes one that looks nice, but what am I doing? Revendreth. Oh, if I wait 30 seconds, I can just port there. Yeah, once I get like rugs and some furniture, I might get like a chair or a little love seat or something for that room. It'll be fine, but that's just going to be a couple of weeks because it's tough to get things in short notice, especially around holidays and especially in Canada. So I'm just going to kind of make do and eat some chocolate. Ah! Throw some chocolate. When are you getting your moose? I'm still waiting for my complimentary mousse. That's one turtle that won't reach the water. There we go. I forgot I had my leftovers. I had made some pinto beans, and I wanted to put them away so I can keep putting them on toast and tortillas and stuff. You won't believe what happened yesterday. I used sleeping dust on a player and it put them to sleep for a full 30 seconds. Turtles escaped. Oh man. What was I had another story I was gonna tell. I feel like I have a lot of them, but they're just gonna have to occur to me kind of piecemeal as we go on. Also, I suppose I've been live for, well, I don't know how long, but I should probably take a short walk break. Hang on, we'll port to Rev and Breath, and we'll try to remember what I was gonna say. I had a story. It had something to do with food. I'll be right back. Go. I don't know if she'll stay, but I wanted Kat to say hi. Kitty cat. You remember everybody? How you feeling? You want to hang out on my lap or you want to go back to bed? Hi, sweetie. She might want to go back to bed. She's, but lap. You love lap. She's been sleeping in bed with me. We have a queen-sized bed now, and she takes up half of it. Hi. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, I gotta trim your nails. I think I unpacked your nail trimmers. Kitty cat. Yeah, she's doing good. Muffin. This place is quieter. The insulation's better, the soundproofing's better than our last apartment, and it's nice. It's nice and quiet, especially now that mean smoke detector's gone, huh? Yeah. How big's the new place? It's a bit smaller than the last place, but the last place was kind of comically big for me. I got 2 bedrooms now, so I can have a separate living room and my bedroom and my office. Things are still new, not sure what I want to do. Maybe Canadians are just quieter. Quite possible. I've met some of my neighbors and they seem really sweet. They look happy. I know people here. It's so wild to know people like in the area, you know? I lived for 8 months in my last apartment and I didn't really know anybody locally. Eventually I imported Flabby and Silver Kitty to come stay with me for a bit. But for the longest time, it was just me and Kat, and I would like go walk around and I'd find places, and I'd be like, well, this is just me. And now, I've got my mom nearby, I've got my sister nearby, and they're partners, and I've got just like family here, and I can go for walks, and I can go visit, and I can, I have things to do and people to see, and you know, it's really nice. Hi. Oh, sorry, kitty cat. I bumped my water bottle. I know, Muffin. You can stay if you want. That's just a kitty pack. Thought it was live feed. Yeah, that's just a photo. I didn't set up the webcam, both because the place where Kat's been hanging out for the most part is quite far from this particular room, so I wouldn't be able to stretch my webcam there anyways, and also because I got tired of plugging things in. I'm gonna have to move this whole setup when my desk gets here to another room, so I wanted to stop. First stream I've watched in years without a wading pool in the living room. A wading pool in the... Oh, this is some kind of hot tub stream meme. I did not understand. I'm gonna spend Christmas with some family. Yeah, not the big group. But there's the people here. Does she need your legs when she's on your lap? Not so much, no. Not really. Although I need to get her a scratching post. Because we didn't bring one, and I've just been letting her scratch me because I need to get her one for her nails. If you ever live near Vic West Park, keep an eye peeled. You might get to meet my dog. There's so many people with dogs here. It's really nice to walk around and to see everybody, all the puppies outside. I'm going to have to redo, do some license stuff, but I don't think I have to take a driver's test just yet. But also that's one of the things I need to look further into. I've broken my TD script here. Hopefully I can just wing it. I think I got stunned or something like that, and that tends to break it sometimes. So you've moved countries. It's Christmas. Everything's wild. So the most important question, did you watch Arcane yet? No, but I verified that it is indeed on Canadian Netflix. So that's sorted and straightened out. It is next on my list of shows to start, but I haven't watched, I think I watched one episode of Taskmaster on a laptop since I got here, and that's been about it. Probably be gone by the time I get back, so have a happy Christmas and such. Merry Christmas. Yeah, I'm going to stream for another, what time is it? It's 2:30 here for me. I'm going to stream for another half an hour, and then I need to go and get ready to head out. I'm going to go for a walk with some family while it's still a bit light out. Make sure I get my gloves on. I went for a run this morning. I figured I need to start learning my area, and also I need to start running again, especially if the weather's going to get bad, if the roads are going to get icy. I want to get at least a little bit of... You want down or you just want to hang out there? You can do whatever you like. Or you want to hang out on my lap. Hi. Yeah, I wanted to exercise before it gets all icy, so I went out for a real short jog this morning, and I figure, I'm like, I run without my glasses because, I don't know why, I could easily run with my glasses, I don't know, they fog up or something. But I'm like squinting to try to read road name signs because I still want to figure out like my way around my immediate surrounding. Taskmaster is a British show that I like to watch that has episodes uploaded on YouTube. I got YouTube Premium specifically so I could watch Taskmaster without ads. Let's do the muck one because we can maybe spawn the bog beast, or maybe if I just hang out in the area, we can. There will be a bog beast up. I get the cardboard ones now. Cat's liking better. She never liked the cardboard ones when I tried. I haven't tried for many years because she never touched the one that I got her when she was a kitten. I could try again. There's some pet supply places not super far from me, so I think I'm going to walk and try to do some shopping because I also want to get her a new and larger litter pan with higher sides. But it's currently Christmas Eve, and then tomorrow's Christmas Day. Hi, Muffin. You're so cute. Oh, your breath. As soon as I feel like I have a reasonable chance of it not being insanely busy, maybe go, little Alex Horn. Exactly. We're having a white Christmas here, first time in a while. Hey, kitty. Have you watched Anne with an E? Super nice show. I have not. I have memories of reading the Anne of Green Gables books as a child. And it occurs to me that as a child, there's a lot of books about orphans in trouble. Or not, yeah, there's a lot of books about orphan children. And I think I eventually got sad because I just wanted them to have, their parents back. And that's not usually how those books go. Hi, Kitty. Hi there, Hazel. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Have you tried a headset mic? Are they just not high enough quality? When was the last time I streamed with a headset mic? A long time ago. I would do it in an emergency. They're not going to be the same kind of quality. And once you've got a desk mic set up, it's pretty set and forget. There's not like a lot of work that needs to go into keeping it that way. And I also kind of like having my microphone not attached to my head so I can just kind of get up and walk away and not have to take off a headset or worry about like a wireless connection. So, here, you want back in my lap? Or I can help you down if you like to. She doesn't like jumping down because we've got all hard floors just yet. So I've been trying to help her off of things when she wants down. She'll meow if she needs help. How's your new place? Canada, not England. Definitely not England. That would be weird. That would be wild. That would be a trip. But yeah, I see people stream with headset mics. I'm sure some of them are fine. But I figure if you can mount the hardware and you got the money to invest in something decent, it's a nice thing to do. Ooh, bog beast. Okay, I need a pet from this. I have apparently 3 attempts in of 11 attempts, according to Rarity, supposedly like a slightly better than 10% drop rate. And I don't have this pet yet. BF introduced me to Taskmaster and we're binging it at an unhealthy rate. Oh yeah, it's my favorite. It's my comfort show. I love everybody on it so much. Whenever Greg says hi, I am 7, but I will wave back and go, hi, Greg. Just to myself at my own television. Once you have an XLR mic, you'll never go back to headset mics. And my thing for content creation is if you're gonna if you're gonna invest any money in setup, start with your sound first, because people listen to streams more than they watch them. They'll watch them, but people listen to streams more than they watch them. So a poor quality microphone is going to tank you for people a lot faster than like a poor quality camera or like a low frame rate stream. If the stream is like lagging, then that sucks. So you want a consistent frame rate, but like a low resolution stream, people will watch a 720p 30 FPS stream just fine. But if you sound like you're in a tin can, I say as somebody that currently has an echo, but if you sound bad, you're going to lose people a lot faster. So that's always what I tell people, your first place to start. I need to throw some sludge. Fib and Cock, thank you for the 3-month resub. Well, since you moved back to civilized people at home, here is a sub to help. Thank you. First time back in a while, you changed your look. I do that a lot. I feel like I haven't had the same hairstyle in a while. I just change it up whenever I feel like it, because I figure it's hair, you can do whatever you want. Although I will say that for branding purposes, it's not ideal. It would probably be better for me as a content creator if I had like a look that was very recognizable and I didn't like do a different thing every 4 days, but I don't know, my hair is unpredictable, so it's just gonna do whatever it's gonna do. Did I do it? Did I throw enough goo? I guess I threw enough goo. Revendreth is 70% defended. I have the Trapped Stone Fiend. Is there any, chest? Ooh, if I do the world boss, that's gonna get me some anima. I need anima. Also, I may as well loot the chest. I got the ad for Wheel of Time when the stream started. The show was a huge disappointment. I haven't started it yet, but I did finish the first Wheel of Time book. And I have been reading the second Wheel of Time book, albeit like 4 paragraphs at a time, because my customary reading time is right before bed, or like in bed, you know, before I fall asleep. And I find that I've been so tired lately by the time I finally get into bed that we're gonna very carefully move. There we go. I've been so tired by the time I get into bed that I just like, I'm instantly gone. So I read like, you know, a paragraph and I'm like, okay, night night. Unpredictable could be your look. Even Wins, thank you for the brand new sub. Welcome to the Squirrel Squad. I figure I have a relatively consistent look in terms of terrible graphic design. I usually use the same fonts and the same kind of like color blocked, you know, graphics and my, you know, my teal polka dot background and whatever. So, you know, it's me. I've got my name on top of the stream. People know who I am. And if you don't know who I am, then that's okay too. You know, it's all right. Even Wins, thank you for the 5 gift subs. Congrats to those who got them. Hey, kitty cat. Hi. You want back in the lap? If worse comes to worse, get a Mike Tyson face tattoo. Oh dear. Rob Sato, thank you for the 4-month resub. I have been on kind of a kick of watching, I guess I haven't been watching nothing, because every now and then I put on a YouTube video of hairstyle. I think they're just ripped from TikToks, but people styling their hair in different ways that like looks like too much work for me to do, but for whatever reason, it's like satisfying to watch other people put their hair in ponytails that have extra steps. But I did yesterday I put my hair in a ponytail and then I did a thing where I like pulled it through and then like wrapped it around and pinned it under. So it made like one of those boof things, you know, the boof things. And I thought, well, I don't know if it looked nice because I don't have a hand mirror anymore. I have no way to look at the back of my own head, but it felt, I guess I could take a photo, but that's too much work. It felt nice. Rob Sato with a 4-month reset. I use your voice back for my DBM, so familiar voice. Your thumbnails are very recognizable for what that's worth. Yeah. Every now and then someone gives me a hard time for my thumbnails and I'm like, I will agree with you that maybe they're not like YouTube standard, but they look like mine. So if I manage to do my job right and somebody likes one of my videos, then the next time they come across one of those, they might be like, oh, hey, I know those ones because they've got like a pattern. I use my selfie camera to look at the back of my head. How often would you say you use your selfie camera to look at the back of your head? Plus a mirror? Yeah. I mean, you could also just take a photo, you know, just like wing the angle and then look at the photo if you wanted to. You want down? Here, I help. Oh, you don't want down. I can help you down if you like. Yeah? Just let me know. 90%. Oh yeah, I was gonna do the world boss. I actually don't know if the world boss is going to be credit for this. It might be. Oh, sorry. Hope the move went well. I've made it. I have made it. I am here. I love my new place. Both the area and also the actual apartment itself. It's been awesome. I haven't looked at the back of my head in ages. I hope everything's okay back there. Have you abandoned Korthia forever? You know, oh, that's the world boss. You know what I need to do Korthia for? Is it's nice anima, and I need anima for Covenant stuff because I'm still kind of doing my Covenant tour very slowly. Hi. I'm still kind of doing my Covenant tour. Oh dear. Tag it. There we go. And I also still need the Death's Advance Paragon cache mount. I have everything now from the Archivist Codex Paragon cache because the mount dropped and because I then bought the pet when it occurred to me that it was, people pointed out that it was probably pretty cheap, and it was. Yeah, that didn't give me any credit. That's okay. We'll go do like a world quest or something. Is that one annoying? No, it's fine. We'll do that. But yeah, Anima and then Death's Advanced Paragon cache. And then I guess I need a couple more. I need a couple more mounts. I need the mount from Reliwick still. Pretty sure you do get credit. I'm still 90% defending Revendreth, but maybe I was less than that before. Use a hand mirror to look, but who has that? I used to have a hand mirror. I donated it at some point along the way of getting rid of stuff between my last two moves. That's a good purr. I can hear it over here. I think she wants down here. I'm gonna put you down. There you go. And then you can just bug me if you'd like to come back up. But you can also look around. She's funny. She got real brave real quick. Like she hid in the bedroom for a day, especially because I moved everything she needed in there. So she had her food and her water in her box. And she stayed there for like a day. And then I was folding laundry and she gets out of bed and she looks around and she makes like one big meow. And then she just trots right out of the room and goes and looks at everything. Like she just had to wait until everything was quiet enough. Like once I was kind of done unpacking and making a bunch of noisy tape and box cutter box sounds. Once everything was quiet and there was nobody over here, she was like, well, seems like a good time. I'm going to go have a look. And she just kind of trotted around and looked at everything. And she's done that a few times now. She still mostly prefers to, she's exploring as we speak. She mostly prefers to stay in the bedroom for the moment, for the time being, because that's where the bed is. And I put a towel under the bed because the floor is quite cold because it's all hardwood. And because it's cold, it's winter. So I put her shark towel that she's been sleeping on underneath the bed so that if she wants to hide under the bed, she's got like a nice warm, or at least a not hardwood thing to huddle on. So she hangs out there quite a bit, but she's currently sitting in the hallway watching me with a very judgmental look. What do you mean? Are you mad because I took you out of your bed? Or are you waiting for me to go back to bed? She likes naps a lot. She's been kind of bugging me for that. How long did packing take? This is important. You were right. Packing took, we did it in one day. We packed and loaded the truck in one day. It was a very long day. We started in earnest around like 1 p.m. because in the morning I had a bunch of logistics stuff to work through because my COVID test result was negative, but it was not delivered to me. And it took some real finagling with the health studio to try to get it sent to me in a format where I could access it and then print out a copy to use to cross the border with. And that took like all morning of stress of like, well, why, where is it? Why don't we have it? Why, what do I need for them to give it to me? How can we, it was just a whole thing. So by the time that was finally resolved and I had all my documents in order, because I had to do that first, it was 1 o'clock in the afternoon and we packed and loaded until about midnight. The night before moving. So, and also I had more stuff. You always have more stuff than you think you have. I thought I'd gotten rid of so much stuff, and I had I donated and I got rid of like a lot of stuff. But apparently I still had more, like hiding in the cupboards and especially once you like pack and wrap everything and use separate boxes for it. It ended up being really good because I had to take a U-Haul, and it was a 10-foot U-Haul, which is the smallest truck, but it is the truck. It's not the van. It's like one of the trucks, but it's a small one. And I had exactly the right amount of stuff to pack that thing pretty full wall to wall to wall. There was a little bit of space at the very back of it, but I watched some videos on how to correctly pack and load and distribute weight in a U-Haul because I didn't want the thing to like tip over halfway to the border. And it was good because it meant that everything was pretty stable there. Like I didn't really have the straps to tie anything down or anything to really tie it down to if I had less things. So it worked out that I had that much stuff. I used almost all of the boxes that I had gotten. Sapphire X, thank you for the 8-month resub. College student truck, nice. I am still pretty proud that I fit my things, because I moved from a 2-bedroom apartment into a 2-bedroom apartment. And they say that one is for like studio apartments, but I didn't move with a bed. I didn't move with a couch, which saves like obviously a lot of space. So just with furniture like the chairs, I also brought that blue IKEA chair that was in my office. I brought my dining table and chairs. I brought my computers and, TV and some shelves. The plushie shelf made it, as well as the bench that you can see the bench that the cushions were on. I guess I can move those out here for my temporary background. Manifestation slain. Oh, they're underneath. But yeah, everything made it. Everything fit. I had a lot of stuff in boxes, and then I've had to do some shopping since I got here, and then I've ordered some furniture, which I'm very excited about. Your girl bought a couch. That'll be here with the desk eventually. Sometime between tomorrow and January 5th, I think. I am a Canadian citizen, yes. Moving is becoming a Tetris master. I was actually quite proud of myself. I was Flabby helped me out and did a lot of the lifting, but I was the Tetris master of in the truck figuring out where to put things and how to make sure the weight was. You want the weight to be close to the cab, and then you want it to be pretty even left to right, so like against the walls and back the cab, like the heavy stuff. And then you just want things like packed in tightly enough that they're not sliding around a bunch. And I did a pretty good job for somebody that's never done that before. Everything made it. There was no damage. No damage to anything, I don't think. No. Also, I rented 20 moving blankets, and then I got one roll of that like movers wrap, and that was the move, because I was able to just smother my furniture in moving blankets, wrap it all so it was all done, and then that protected all of my cheap furniture that I am glad I brought, because otherwise I would have nothing right now. Viking, thank you for the 17-month resub. I say you packed way longer than 3 hours and quickly realized that the Tuesday stream was insanity. The Tuesday stream I feel like wasn't the problem. The problem was that I should have given myself an extra like 2 days to pack. And I still could have packed the computer desk last. Although I will say that I think I spent like 3 hours just unplugging all my cables, individually wrapping all of my cables, because I didn't want to just pack them as like a gigantic tangled rat's nest. I wanted to be able to actually, be like, oh, here's my DisplayPort cable and here's the USB-C and whatever. So I unplugged everything. I wrapped all of my many cables and then packed those. And that took a good chunk of the amount of time that I spent packing. Oh, what's up, kitty cat? I'm sure she's fine. I'm going to go take a quick look. I am planning a trip to IKEA, actually, mostly because my sister just moved as well, and they have ferry reservations to go to the mainland, because there's no IKEA on the island, but they have ferry reservations to go to the Vancouver, or the Vancouver IKEA, or, Vancouver-ish. And I'm going to tag along to that, I'm pretty sure. I don't think I need furniture there, but I want to get some smaller stuff. I want to get like some storage baskets for some of my shelves. I had some notion about plant pots or curtains or something. Issue with customs, pretty smooth. My paperwork was filled out ahead of time, and that made that a lot easier. Have you thought about baking streams? Possibly, maybe. Not too much, no. Not wildly so. If it turns out that I can do a pretty good one off my laptop, then maybe. But it wouldn't be with this microphone. Did you get to christen the new place with cookie baking there? I haven't baked anything yet. Oh, hang on, I'm gonna look at my cat. My legs. Okay. She's fine. That's just her traditional pre-water drinking meow. She likes to meow once before she settles down to drink a bunch of water. I don't know what that deal is. She's always done that. Cats. It is so nice to be able to cook again. I'm not a great cook. And I've had some wonderful takeout. I've been blessed with meals from family and friends, and then I bought some meals as well. I just counted it as part of my moving budget. But I'd been living on takeout for probably like a week between getting here and leaving there, because I'd gotten rid of my cooking stuff, my temporary pots and pans quite early. Oh, and it is so nice to eat something that is not takeout after a while. Like sometimes you just want the regular food that you're used to normally eating. And I've got enough groceries now that I can kind of sort to cobble some stuff together. Plus, my mother baked me a loaf of bread. She makes sourdough bread with like rye flour, and she got me some of that, and that was really, really, really good. I have some of it still. I made just before the stream started. I had done some instant pot pinto beans that actually turned out real good, and I put those on some of that toast, and then I just grated some cheese on top of it, and I'm like, food. It's, it's not fancy, but it's food, because I had a day or two where I had to, especially I was eating hotel breakfast at the hotel that I was staying at, and they did their best, bless them. But the non-meat options were limited, and it was basically like, well, do you want a bagel, or do you want a muffin, or do you want both? Because the rest of it was very much meat heavy, and because I was frightened of the eggs because they had ham in them. So I had a couple of days of just surviving off of just carbs, and being able to get some beans and some veggies into me. I had a kiwi at my mom's place yesterday. Just to sing the song of her people before she graces the water bowl with her face. You brought this snow. Oh, sourdough rye is so good. You've mentioned you make your own sushi. Sounds fun, but is it hard? Hard? No. You just have to adjust your expectations for, like, it's not going to be like a restaurant quality sushi. I aim for, like food court sushi, but fresher. And I feel like I do a reasonable job of that. It's not too tough. It's not that different from making a sandwich, except that I make my rice, I season it with some rice vinegar. I used to do rice vinegar and then the salt and sugar, and now I just buy seasoned rice vinegar because I'm really lazy. And then you get your nori, you spread it out, you put your stuff in it, you can put whatever you want in it. I just buy imitation crab in like sticks, and then I'll usually do like maybe some cucumber, maybe some cream cheese. Sometimes I make like a spicy tuna thing out of canned tuna, sriracha, and mayo. I'm not saying it's authentic, but it's dinner. And sometimes I'll like slice up some carrots. Sometimes I will like roast some sweet potato because it's my sushi and I can put whatever I want in it. Just roll. When you watch a YouTube video, you get like a bamboo rolling mat. Not too tough. One of the easier things I made. Dumplings was tougher, and dumplings wasn't that bad either. When do you expect to set up your actual office? Probably like 2 weeks or so, because my desk won't be here until a mystery amount of time that could be January 5th is the latest shipping date they've given me so far, but because of, weather and COVID and a million other things, it's possible that it gets pushed back. It could be as late as second week of January. Nothing beats gas station sushi. How long do you think it took you to develop a strong enough pet collection to have rematch and TD scripts for all the world quests? I kind of did it in reverse, where I already had almost every pet before TD script before pet world quests were even really a thing. I, in Miss Pandaria and in Warlords, made a point of collecting and leveling all of the pets, because just for the sake of my Warcraft pet score. So by the time that world quest started being a thing, I already had like 1,400 odd, or not 1,400, but over 1,000 pets collected and also upgraded and also leveled. So I kind of bypassed that by having already done it. I live in rural Nova Scotia. I'm the opposite. All I crave is the fast food places I was accustomed to in Halifax, so tired of the food I make myself. Is there anything that you might be able to like recreate at least some of the components of? Yeah, I did the Fight Night world quest. I think I should be pretty good for anima, actually. Let's turn in some callings, and let me check to see how much anima I have and see if I can buy a mount or not. Half Hammy, thank you for the 19-month resub. You are peaking a little bit? Yeah. I turned up for my mixer here. Let me turn it down a teensy bit without... Here. Because that's the last place I have to turn myself up on. And I'm trying to not be the quiet streamer, but also not... Like, I really don't want to peak. I would rather be quiet than peak. An illusion. What are you hiding? I said, don't worry. Oh, I'm worried about it. I'm going to go back and watch this VoD later and be like, oh, how could it be? Ooh, so much stuff that I can vendor for gold. Junkyard Jeppy, thank you very much for the bits. Hazel, congrats on the successful move. I missed the last few streams before the move, so I've been waiting a while to be able to tell you this, but I got the book mount. I love it so much. Best mount ever. Congratulations, Jeffy. That's incredible. That's super impressive. I'm kind of jealous. I moved to Victoria. One thing a person trying to build a good base for World Quest could do is look at the WoW pet guide, most used pets. Iron Starlet and Icky are good across patches. That is a good tip. I can't recreate matzo sticks, but I have fine-tuned making good barbecue chicken pizza. Oh, there you go. I do not believe you'll watch the VoD back with sound. I'm known, well, I don't know about known, but I have and will in the past skip through my own VoDs just to check things like lighting and color correction or color temperature and sound. I won't sit and watch myself for very long, but I will check just to kind of see what the deal is, because I would like to have a nice looking stream that is comfy to watch. But I'm also not going to be too hard on myself for a few weeks because I'm still getting set up post move, and that's just going to take as long as it's going to take. Add-ons and track anima across covenants. I bounce around a lot. Oh, find myself wondering. How much anima do I have? Oh, did I turn my anima in? Ancient mana. That's not what I'm looking for. Soul cinders. Reservoir. I need new glasses. Oh, I have 935, but I betcha I have some to turn in because I definitely did my my weekly quest. Was the move as stressful as you thought it would be? Yeah. Yeah, between the anxiety over difficulty getting my COVID test results, trying to keep Kitty Cat as good as possible, trying to get cleaned and packed and moved in time, but we're here. I moved to Victoria, BC, Canada. Kitchen looks beautiful. Thoughts on the Dragon Isle being the possible next expansion. Thank you. I'm very excited about this place. This place is awesome. Dragon Isles would be cool. I've heard that theory kind of bouncing around for a few expansions now, and I would be ready for it. Did you freak out the first time you heard your recorded voice? I mean, I remember for projects in school where you would hear your voice played back to you, like you would have to record for like a video, and that was always horrific because you weren't used to it. Once I started YouTubing, it wasn't great, but you adapt to it relatively quickly. But it's one of those things where it's like jumping into a very cold lake. At first, it's horrific, and you're like, oh, but then you kind of get used to it, and you can kind of deal. But if you stay in there for 7 years, you're going to have some issues. I feel like there's a hit to your ego at the very beginning when you first start hearing yourself, and then if you do it for too long. Does your counter have any leg room at all to sit for 2 hours? The leg room is okay. The distance from the router is tougher, and I don't want to stream on Wi-Fi, and my selection of Ethernet cables is a bit limited, and it's just a rough time of the year to be shopping, especially with COVID and stuff. So this is the move for the moment. What's the plan for the coming days? Taking a few more off, going back to usual times? That is a very good point. Let's take a look at that, because I do have to go in a few minutes. I am planning to stream. I want to stream tomorrow, but I don't know when, because I know I'm doing a bunch of family stuff, and I don't know how early they mean when they say morning. I would like to stream, maybe not like a full stream, but maybe like an hour before breakfast. And that might be ambitious. I don't know how brave that is to try to do. I may also have some time in the afternoon, but I don't know. And if somebody invites me to do something, I'm definitely going to do family stuff. So tomorrow's kind of chaos. If anything, I would expect before my normal morning stream slot, like maybe an hour or two before my morning stream slot, and then just like an hour long stream just to say Merry Christmas and to hang out for a little bit. Sunday, I should be fine to do my normal morning stream time. I'm gonna spend some time, I think, with family on the 26th, but I think it'll be later, so I should be okay to stream normally on Sunday. And then I'm hoping that next week I'll be back to normal, but I'll let you know, because everything's still kind of madness for a bit. But the major disruptions are mostly behind me now, I think. Other people wanting to do something in the morning. Plans are scheduled on the WoW in-game calendar. It's the calendar I had handy. I guess I could have pulled up the Windows one, but I don't know. That might have people's actual names on it. Oh, it's Wintervale. Oh, hang on. Before I go, I never did go get the chorus book. There's a thing I can do. I need to go to Ironforge. What's the fastest way for me to get to Ironforge? I guess I could do this on like a Dark Iron Dwarf or something and just go. Let's do, is there a Stormwind portal to Ironforge? Or am I gonna go take the tram like it's 2009? Checking Hazel Nelson's Twitter. Got it. New Year's stream? Yeah, I think so. Actually, do I have plans? I don't know. It's so new to me to be near family or just people I know that might want to do things. So I guess usually I'd say I'm not doing anything for New Year's, I'll stream. And that's usually true. But I guess if anybody that I know is doing something for New Year's Eve, I doubt they would be doing it very late. My family is very much morning people. Ironforge port from Borealis. Ooh, okay. Yeah, okay. Let's do that. Although I kind of want to take the tram. Oh, look at the Christmas trees. I forgot what I was saying. I'm a little tired. I want to do my dishes before I go. That's the one thing this place is lacking, is it does not have a dishwasher, so I'm hand washing my dishes. Brad793, thank you for the 27-month resub. Welcome back, Hazel. Hope you're settling in well. Thank you. I took the tram for way too long, thinking there was no portal to Ironforge. I mean, it's a cute tram. Portal to Ironforge. Haha. Imagine getting your sister or mom to hang out in a New Year's stream. How crazy would that be? I am probably not going to put my family on the internet because privacy. I think for privacy. Silver Kitty was different because he streams. So he's used to it. He's also, a gamer and aware of the repercussions and of the implications of being public and visible online. But I don't want to sign my mother or sister up for that. They're very sweet, but I'm not trying to do family content. Pretty sick tram. It has an aquarium section and all. Group channel a holiday picture with the chorus book toy. Look like everyone's singing carols. No Good Nick, thank you very much for the bits. Happy holidays and welcome back to Canada. Thank you. I'm home. I can't wait until I get I'm pretty unpacked, and that feels pretty good. I was having a bad time for a few days, just not knowing where anything was, being like, well, I have scissors somewhere. Well, I have tape somewhere. I have a box cutter somewhere. I have my slippers somewhere. And then having, like a bajillion boxes to have to look through. So yeah, the Smokywood Pastures vendor. This is not, well, it's one of them. I was told, and I told other people about this as well. There's the Grandfather Winter Pepe. I have that already. It's not you, is it? Oh yeah, he's got goods. Okay, there we go. Wintervale chorus book. Oh, it's only 52 copper. That's nice. Oh, a gingerbread cookie. I guess I can learn to make a gingerbread cookie. Oh, I don't think I did holiday stuff on this character last year. If I must have had her. Where's that chorus book? Are you ready for some more stress-inducing questions? Let's bank them for another day. I'm gonna head off in a sec here. Let's try out this toy. Here, pet journal, or toy box, chorus. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. Happy holidays, Hazel. Happy holidays. Thank you all. I thought I saw a cat. So much for joining me today. I will be back. I will try to be back, I guess I should say. I can't promise it, but I'm going to try to be back for at least an hour tomorrow. Probably early. We'll see. But if you see me on, then if you see me on and you're free. If not, have a wonderful holiday. I wish you all a safe and happy and joyful holiday season. Appreciate you guys. I'll also be back Sunday morning. I'm set up. It's going to look like this for a while, but we'll make it work. Thank you so much, everybody, and I hope you have a Merry Christmas and a wonderful, wonderful day.